Oh, thank you. Thank you for the compliment about my hair. Hey, how is everyone? Okay, I'm about to wait for some people to trickle in. Hey, how are you? How was everybody's week? Was everyone's week good? Hey, Danny. That's good. I'm glad your week was great. Okay, all right. So, before I start, I want to open up and I want to say this before I start because it seemed like to be like a hot topic if somebody started commenting on that BTS fight. But I'm gonna say this: if my opinion is different from yours, or what I'm saying that you don't agree with, you can respectfully disagree with me. You can log off. You don't have to watch me. You do not have to listen to me or anything. Okay. It's my opinion. It's how I view things. And if it's different from yours, that's okay. We can both agree to disagree. But what you're not going to do is you're not going to silence me. You're not going to bully me and you're not going to try to threaten me to delete my account. That's what's not going to happen. Okay. So I'm going to say that and leave that there. What happened was people tried to bully me on Twitter because my opinion was different from theirs. Anyways, so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to get started on the reading first. And then I'm going to talk about the BTS run and the BTS burn the stage thing. So, yeah, I'm going to start this reading so I can get on to the other stuff and I don't be taking. Okay, so we are going to do the did I hear about BTS and Twice dating? No, what happened there? Is that real? Jungkook is rumored to be dating somebody now. First it was Yoongi, now it's Jungkook. All right. Wow. Well, I mean, didn't the Yoongi dating rumor come out of nowhere? Oh, okay. People thinks that what Nayeon and Jungkook are dating because she mentioned something about her singing in her sleep. So that's how they linked them. Oh, she sings BTS songs in her sleep. So that's how they're trying to link them. I don't even think I don't know if there's truth to that because from his cards, it looks like he's scared to get into a relationship. All right. Anyways, let me get into this Jimin Park reading. What I will say is that basically the cards are basically tells you everything that you already expect Jimin to be. Like he is an angel. So yeah, pretty much. The only thing that kind of scares me about Jimin Park is like that dark mental side to him where he starts beating himself up for things that he lacks or whatever. That's the only thing that kind of scares me about him. But yeah, I'll get more into that during the hit the stage discussion. Sorry, hit the stage, burn the stage discussion. All these dating rumors. Okay, so let me pan down. Okay, so we're gonna start with the middle card, which is Jimin's energy. And Jimin Energy, he really got had like a lot of feminine energy cards. So his energy is gonna be he has the seat in the angel of strength, and then he has the page of wands. Um so yeah, so basically Page of Wands describes, a young man fixing his staff, getting all his skills together and everything to, go out on an adventure or, go out to work or preparing for a project. So, this is kind of definitely his energy. But the Angel of Strength card, I wanted to read that card. Okay, so it says for the Angel of Strength card, it says personal power and inner strength. This amazing angel brings the news that this is time of increasing power for you. It's not the time to be passive or submissive, but to speak your truth and take action. Your own behalf. You are capable of taking greater control and directing your own destiny, for the power that comes within reaches out to the universe and beyond. The inner strength, unlimited resources flow through you at this time, helping you create real results. Call upon this wonderful angel and on your own inner resourcefulness to bring you focus and resolve to the necessary to what's necessary in order to make your dreams a reality. So that's what the angel of strength was. And then this deceit card was more basically saying that more of self-deceit, like he has kind of like he kind of had more of like like a self-deceit kind of thing, like where he's like kind of lying to himself and thinking that like he's not really good enough, or maybe those demons in his head is like, okay, you know what, you're lacking in this and that, and you're not good enough. So that's what I think, like this self-deceit card, he kind of has that in his overall energy. And then in the overall energy is this angel of strength where he still perseveres towards, his goals and his dreams, even though he is wrestling with that demon right there, which, we all seen. Okay, so what is his public identity? What does he show to the public? So I got the Seven of Swords, Two of Cups, Knight of Wands, and the Triumph card. So I feel like I said, his public identity, he does show to the world like how loving and mutual supporting he is. He also does show his passion because like the Knight of Wands is about like, you know, passion and going forth to a new adventure and a challenge. So he is about that. And I think this Seven of Wand cards is more about like if he loves you, he will defend you. As we've seen as he did with Tay. Like if he loves you, he'll defend you and take your side. So he does show that side out to the public. And then the Triumph card, like, you know, he's proud of his accomplishments and everything, and he's happy with the fame and all that stuff, and he's appreciative. And he does show that identity to the public. What you thought it was for 9? When I had looked at the time, I had forgot that I had timed it wrong, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, no, not 9, 8." So I'm sorry, guys. I am so sorry. But he's caught in the lie. Okay, so this is going to be, you know, what he's publicly conscious of. So what is he publicly conscious of? Movement, financial constraints, and I got the world card for him. Okay, so I finally figured out what this financial constraints card is because it keeps popping up for. I think this popped up for Tay and Jungkook. Was this card popped up for them? So this card keeps popping up for them, like the card means that it's basically saying that they're spending too much money. Like too much money is being spent out. Like they overspending and they need to cut back on some of this spending. And I do think with this card that Jimin is consciously aware of publicly that maybe he's spending too much or he's doing too much of emotional spending, where I think he like kind of just walks away from his emotions and then goes and then tries to buy something, try to buy something to make himself feel better. But yeah, buy a book or something to make himself feel better. But yeah, but this financial constraint card is like he's aware that he needs to slow down on his spending. Um, he is aware of the world. He is aware of the world. And publicly, he is aware of wanting to have a positive movement forward, which is what I think this Eight of Wands is right here. And then I want to say he is aware that he needs some recovery time. And I think everybody is pretty much aware of that. Like he needs like some recovery time away from the world, away from the public, and kind of just, you know, be to himself and have some alone time. But that is what he is publicly aware of. That explains why they're so easily bribed on the Run episodes. You know what? You might have a point. You might have a point. You might have a point. It reminds me of the April Future reading of money of a certain project not going well. Yeah, and now I'm thinking that maybe it's talking about the individual members maybe spending too much money too, because I keep getting this financial constraints card. So all right, so publicly what he wants, what he shows the world, what he wants. um five of Pentacles is like he shows the world that he doesn't want to be isolated or like left out in the cold, which we know that he loves his attention. So there you go. And Two of Wands is that heavy travel card. So he wants to travel. See, I got the journey card. So he wants to travel. Um, and I think he wants to travel, with one of the members because he always expressed that he wanted to do that. And then, lo and behold, look at this, the throat chakra. So he wants to have a better singing voice. And then here we go, recognition and reward. This is what he wants publicly that he shows to other people. He wants to work on his voice, have a better voice, and have recognition and reward, for what he's doing. And yes, he does wants to, travel around the world. So, so yeah, we like the cards, like I said, like we already know. This is basically what he wants. He's already showed us this. But yeah, but I thought it was funny how he got the throat chakra card after on BTS run where he was like very, beating himself up about his own voice. But yeah. But yes, he's working hard on this. He really wants this. Yes, yes. I can't wait for the Jimin mixtape. Can Jimin make a mixtape? We have Rap Mine, we have Hosek, and we have Sugar, and we can't get the Jimin mixtape. Yeah, I hope that the mixtape is just singing. But what if Jimin did rap a little bit? All right, so let me go to his fears. What he fears. So he fears like some sort of heartbreak and sorrow and like sharp communication. He fears being the musician. I want to say this is more linked to this is like a manifesting card. Like he fears his own talent, I think. I think he fears his own talent. Like he doesn't really believe 100% in his own talent. And he doesn't believe that he fears he's not gonna make he feels like he's not going to utilize all of his talents, or he fears like he's not going to get up to a point. But basically, like the universe is already telling him he has all the skills he need, but he just can't see it. Right, right. He did rap with Sugar, didn't he? Yeah, he could do a little bit of rapping, right? So he fears having a mental conflict, yeah, about this musician card. He fears that. He fears not having the happy family, which is the same fear that Tay has. And he fears something about his destiny, but this is like the Wheel of Fortune card too. And he fears something about good fortune. Like he fears having the mental conflict over um he fears having a mental conflict over his talents, and he fears not having that happy family and union, and something about his fortune that he's fearing a little bit of. But yeah, this is what he fears, which he already has showed us, kind of like his fears. Like we've seen his mental conflict and everything like that. So it's not too far off from what we know about him. Like he is kind of really showing like his true self. Um so for we'll get to the private stuff. I think he needs voice lessons too to be more confident. Yeah, I think so too. Um, okay, so for his private identity, which is the Queen of Wands, which is, like I said, that feminine energy, but she is fire. She is determined. She is motivated. She's taking action, and that's how Jimin is. And I really think that's why maybe people don't know he's such a hard worker, because he really is determined and drives himself to work really, really hard. And that's what this Queen of Wands energy represents, that driving force. And then Ace of Cups is, I want to say it's that angel card, but the Ace of Cups in his private identity is like he's overflowing, with love and warmth and emotion. And this is a very loving and like spiritual card too. So he shows this privately, to people privately. This is who he is. He's really a very, very loving person. Like I felt a lot of love from this card. And two, he is the Empress. He has such a mothering nature to him. Oh my gosh. He has such a mothering nature to him. The Empress is like, she's cool, she's calm, she's collected, she's like, in control. She's the mother of the earth, she's nurturing, everything like that. And that's how Jimin is. He's very nurturing, and he's very mothering, as we seen in Burn the Stage. We sure did. We seen that part of him. So healer of the ages. So that means he has healing energy. Privately, he's very healing to the members, which the members has said that. They all say that he's very healing. So yes, so Jimin has a very healing way about him. He really is a wonderful person. He's an angel. And Jimin chooses very wisely. He's a person that chooses what he's going to do, how he's going to do, very wisely. I think that he really sits and thinks about things to himself. I think he really sits and thinks about everything and the direction that he wants to go in and everything like that. Yeah, that is true. That is why that's so many ships, because he had that healer energy. And then blossoming abundance. I feel like this is more of not a material thing, but more of like a spiritual blossoming of abundance. Like he has a lot of abundance in love, a lot of abundance in good energy, a lot of abundance, in spirituality. I really think that that's what this blossoming abundance is. And privately, I think privately people do see him like this, like he's a blossoming abundance of, just potential. So, and blossoming abundance of love, they probably see him like that too. So that is his private identity. All right, so we're gonna go into what Jimin is aware of privately. I got so many cards on this. I don't know what the universe want us to know, but I got a lot of cards for what he's aware of privately. Okay, let's go try to break down all these cards. So let me see. I got 10 of swords. I got the justice card. I think he's privately aware of that he needs like some balance in his life, or something to do with balance. I think the 10 of swords talk about like some kind of mental, um like he's having some kind of mental transformation, like he's going through something psychologically right now. He's probably aware of, like, I think he's really is probably aware of like his mental health. Let me see. Okay, so he has the woman holding the heart card. Okay, and so when I read the meaning of this card, at first I thought it was like love, or a new love coming into his life. But when I read it, it's supposed to be about emotional and like emotional stability. Like somebody's gonna, like a woman is coming into your life to help him deal with family issues and things and emotional things like that. And so I started really thinking, and you remember when a report came out where everybody thought that Jimin was dating his stylist or something. I believe that stylist might be still around, and I think that she's helping Jimin with his mental state. So that, and then see love begins. I think she's helping him open up his heart. She's helping him somehow with his mental state. So love begins, waiting game. What else did I get? Got love begins, waiting game. Told you I have a lot of cards on this one. Um I got the material and spiritual prosperity, which I think goes into that mental transformation where he's kind of doing the waiting game. And I think that he wants to go deeper spiritually. I think he's aware of going deeper or wanting to go deeper spiritually to kind of like find like his peace of mind and stop beating himself up. I really think that he's getting to a point where he's tired of it himself, and he's trying to reach out and have some more spirituality going on. And I think this woman might bring him that peace. And then I'm going to read this card. And then strategy. Yeah, I think he's planning on trying to get to like a peace of mind. He's planning on trying to get to a place where he can really love himself. And then the first chakra, I'm going to read these two cards. So let me read my first card. Yeah, I think she is. And like I'm wondering, was she the woman backstage that was telling him that he didn't make a mistake, he was fine? I wonder if that's the same woman. I'm not sure. But anyways, yeah, let me read this. It says the garden and the gate, and it's in reverse. So let me read the reverse definition. So the reverse definition says if this card is reversed, it indicates the happy choice to open the door to move to a more, hold on, let me get my page. Okay, to move to a more spiritual pursuit. You may have been obsessed with worldly issues before, but your readiness to go deeper is now here. Many people that they cannot live in the material world, makes lots of money and engage in spiritual priorities at the same time, but you now realize that this isn't true. In fact, you can bring this wonderful spiritual focus to any endeavor, and when you do, you'll find that beyond your garden the universe is willing to fill your life with beauty, joy, and expect the unexpected, for the joyous synchronicities abounds. So yeah. So yeah, he is trying to move into a more like get some peace of mind, move into that like love begins, and then making a strategy towards it. He's just waiting. It's a process for him to acquire all that and learn everything. As it is with all of us, it's a process for us to move on from the old us to the new us. And a woman. Yeah, that's true. It could not be a woman. It could actually just be a male friend or anybody or just a person that could come into his life and really help him see, with the garden gate that, you could be spiritual and you can apply that to your life and be rich and have money and have it all. Um, so let me read this first chakra. Because I think this card was this stability card. He's aware of that. Yeah, so it says upright. Yeah, it says stability and security. It says upright Michael holds a beautiful globe of red energy in the first chakra, which is located at the base of the spine. This is the place where your sense of stability and security is stored. When the card is upright, it reviews the energy flow freely regarding these issues. If you have problems with feeling secure in the past, these challenges are uh, beginning to be resolved at this time. Um, Archangel Michael is with you, bring you strength and personal stability. You are capable of taking action and moving forward on your path. So allow yourself to feel increasing faith in your own power and security now and always. So I think like there's some angels with him too that's kind of nudging him and try to lead him towards that peaceful path to have more peace in his mind about things. So yeah, privately, this is what he's all aware of. Yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot. I want them all to have so much love too. One day, one day. He does need so much stability, but I think like now he's starting to grow and know that yes, he has that stability and he can quit fearing it. I worry about his mental health a lot too. I really do. Oh my gosh, y'all don't even know. Like it scares me. But this is what he privately wants. So these cards are for what he privately wants, which is the Ace of Wands, which is that new beginning, a new passionate beginning. And then the Four of Cups, I think privately, I think he wants to get out of his own head. I really think that he wants to get out of this state right here. Because I feel like people do receive like give him love and everything, but he be like rejecting it because he be so into his own head. And then he wants prosperity to begin for him. He wants to, to feel the fruits of his labor. And then moving on. Yeah, I think he wants to move on from this state and move on into like the new beginning. And then he privately wants to get more, like I said, the same spirituality card is popping up. He wants to get more in tune with his intuitive nature, in tune with his spiritual side, to get him out of this state because he wants to be out of this state where he's so in his head and he's not listening, to any comments or being receptive to anybody's love or anything like that. He just wants like a brand new beginning where he can get more in tune to his spiritual side. And this is a big like intuition card, and this is that card too about like that whole psychic thing and saying that yes you do. And I think that he wants to listen more to his intuition. So yeah, that's what he privately wants for himself. Do you think that all the members worry about his mental health? Do you guys think that? Yeah, RM is right. He does need all the love and attention. But the thing that scares me about Jimin about wanting all the love and attention is like, can he accept it? Like, is it getting through to him that he's very loved? Like, so for his fears privately, his private fears is we have the burnout card. Um, we have the burnout card, we have the Eight of Wands, and we have the Knight of Swords. And he fears being burnt out and overburdened with things and projects and all of that. And then this card is representing that anxiety and that depression card. Like he fears going into that state. He does not enjoy going into that state. And then the Knight of Swords is like he fears directly communicating that he feels like this. He fears directly communicating that, he might be depressed, or he might have some anxiety, or he feels, tied down or whatever like that. He fears this communication, or communicating honestly about that. Um, I think that he fears that if he did communicate honestly about that, that maybe he won't get the resources that he needs. And plus, he fears, because remember, this thinking man is a man coming into your life and teaching you skills and things that will benefit you later. So I do think that he's fearing that maybe he won't get the resources, or something like that. For the Angel of Love card, I think he does fear that he won't get the love. I think he fears that if he communicates that, he's going through something mentally, this, that, and the other, he fears that he won't get love, because this Angel of Love card is about love, is about getting love and receiving love. And then the truth card is that, yeah, he fears communicating his truth, because he fears that this love is going to go away. And then he also fears that there it will it would disrupt the harmony in the group. He fears like it would just disrupt all the harmony, if he really told like the truth about like how he feels. So I think that's what he privately fears, is that like if he just came all out and just told everybody like, okay, you know what, guys, I'm not feeling good, I'm feeling depressed, or I feel tied down or whatever, then he fears that all of this, he won't get the love, he won't have that harmony. He fears that privately. But yeah, like this, his private fears, it like kind of made sense to why he gets so down on himself about things. It really like hit home to why, like, he doesn't I don't really think that he shares more his personal pain and stuff with people, and he's always listening to other people, and always being there for their pain, and being that shoulder to cry on. Because I'm kind of guilty of doing the same thing. I don't know if that's a Libra thing, because I'm a Libra too. So I don't know, is that a Libra thing where we're always the one to have the shoulder to cry on, and we don't really tell our fears and our stripes to other people. So I don't know, but yeah, this is what he fears privately to himself. Yeah. What So is it like more love from the general public or people inside the company? I want to say maybe more love, like between the group members, between the team. Oh, you're a Scorpio, but you still feel the same way too. Like, give that shoulder to cry on. You say, yeah, yeah, it's a Libra thing. Yeah, is it a Libra thing? We always be attracting people that want our help. We always attract people that are broken, and we're like, come here, we could fix you and make you better. Right. Yeah, I did say that in my RM reading. Yeah, he picks up on when Jimin is down, and like Jimin picks up on when RM is down too. Oh my God, yeah, that is true, right? This is how Jimin might be seeing Youngie. Like Youngie's always the person to go to him for strength and comfort, and Jimin always offering that shoulder, for Youngie to cry on, or tell his problems to. That's true. Yeah, Namjoon is very good on picking up how the members feel. Yeah, Namjoon June is good at picking up on how the members feel, and so is Jimin. Jimin's very good at that too. So I'm gonna go to the life purpose readings. I think Namjoon is low key psychic too. I think Namjoon low key psychic. I think Youngie is low key psychic, and I want to say I think Jungkook is low key psychic. And who else got like strong psychic cards? I think those are the only three I got. That's like really low key psychic. I feel a bit socially awkward, so I don't really see myself wanting to talk to someone first unless it's urgent. Oh, you're an introvert. You're very introverted. Yeah. Oh, you're a Libra too. Yeah, like sometimes I'm like that myself too, but I'm a little bit more open. But like on my own personal problems, no, I don't easily open up to other people about that. Cause sometimes I just feel like I guess Jimin feel like this too, like you're a burden on them. Is everybody gonna sell their signs now? You can tell me your sign. We got Libras in here. We have Libras. We have Libras, we have Tauruses, we had a Scorpio. Who else? Oh, wow. Okay, so you tapping into some of your psychic abilities. You predicted what your next day work schedule was. Wow. Okay, we got the Scorpio in the house. We got the Leo. Oh, girl, we had your card. We had the Queen of Wands card. Taurus, Aries. We got the Tauruses. The Leo's the most complicated person. I don't know. I don't know if is that to be true because it depends on your chart. Okay, we got a Cancer. What else we have? Oh yeah, I've done that before. I've had dreams where I've dreamed it and like it came true weeks later. Okay, we got the Cancer in the house. We had a Capricorn. Oh, I know people tell me I don't really act like a Libra, but you got to remember like your ascending sign is usually what people see you. So whatever your ascending sign is, it might not be a Scorpio because like my ascending sign is Capricorn and people think that I'm like cold, but I'm not. Oh, that's cool. You can read auras. I wish I could read auras. I've never seen so many Tauruses together. All right, so let me get to this the life purpose reading. So for Jimin Park, I got author. Maybe that's why he likes so many books. Um I got Heart's Desire. On the Heart's Desire card, it says the angels are supporting and guiding and protecting you as your dreams become reality. So like I said, he has some angels with him helping him. And then the speaker, got the speaker card. Your life purpose involves your skills of orientation. Is this why Jimin be tripping and falling to get to the mic to say something? And then we got a career change. You're embarking upon a career that brings you the joy and abundance that you desire and deserve. Again, I don't think this is like you're gonna have some dramatic career change from being a singer and a dancer. Maybe his career change might be that mixtape. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think Tay did have a career change too. But he is always trying to get this camera time. He is always slipping and falling to get to that mic so he could say something. He always want to say something. See, that's that speaker coming out. Ooh, that would be nice if Jimin came out like Taemin style. Ooh. But then he low key already came out like Taemin style on Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Okay, so let me read this author one since he's a bookworm, as we've all seen. Okay, so it says, you long had the thought of writing a book, and this card is a signal that the time is now. This endeavor is a part of your life purpose, although you may not have a fully formed concept in mind. The act of writing will prime the pump and create a flow of ideas. You'll tap into the divine infinite wisdom while writing, which will help you better hear the voice of God and the angels. Most authors pen their books in small time increments, so don't think that you need to retire in order to have the hours to devote to writing. Remember that if you finish just one page a day in the year, you will predict you will produce a 365 page book. If you need additional confidence in your writing abilities, you can always take a class, join or start a writer's group, or hire an editor. The main point is right now. Oh my God, Jimin writes a Namjoon fan fiction. Oh my gosh. But the author, wow. Yeah, I think he should do a book. I think that he should do a book, about coming from, his like his struggle with depression and stuff to a more spiritual place. Wouldn't that be a nice book? Or like how to achieve your dreams, how to work hard. Book like that would be nice, right? If he had a book like that, I mean, I would read it if it get translated to English. Okay, so for a heart's desire, the angels are supporting and guiding you and predicting you as your dream and becoming a reality. Yeah, I think he should try writing. I think that he should try and write while he's in his downtime. You know what I think Jimin should do? He should just start like journaling first and then kind of like get into the flow of it and then like try to write. Yeah, yeah, he should really try to write songs. Maybe that's what they're telling him. Like he should try to write songs too. Okay, yeah, so heart's desire. What does your heart desire? This is the question that the angels ask of you. You're at an important juncture in your life when it's time to make decisions about what you want. No one, not even God and the angels, can make them for you. Spend time alone in a quiet place and in contemplation and consider your heart's desires, as many options are open to you now. The great news is that you've clearly pinpointed your deepest desires and know that you deserve them, and the doors of opportunity can all easily open for you. You'll dance in a partnership with your intuition, first listening to the inner voice and taking action upon the guidance. Although your path may involve some work and tenacity, it will be smooth and peaceful. You, like everyone, deserve to be happy. This is God's will for all of us. Your happiness uplifts the entire world and radiates healing energy wherever you go. Wow, that's really true about him. So just like I had got those spiritual cards like telling him, yes, listen more to your intuition. So, I don't know if he wrote Lie or if somebody helped him with that. Was it with the help of Namjoon and someone else? Probably was. Because I know he didn't write Serendipity. Yeah, I'm not sure. But but yeah, yeah, let's go to the speaker card. Okay, so for the speaker card, it indicates that your dream of being a professional speaker is more than a dream. You have much to share with others. The best way to reach your audience is on a speaker's platform. While it's normal to feel intimidated by the process of presenting your ideas to the public, the angels see that your life purpose will help you overcome these fears. In fact, you'll learn to enjoy being a public speaker, according to this card. Doesn't he already enjoy being a public speaker? Oh, okay. Anyways, you may have also received this card because your soul's profess profession involves some sort of teaching or entertainment. For example, you may be destined for acting, dancing, singing, or playing a musical instrument. This indicates that your purpose includes a public arena and that you'll be well suited to bring blessings to the wide audience. Wow. So he is technically doing his life purpose right now as we speak. Yep. He is technically he's healing everybody and he's doing his life purpose. Come through, Jimin. Yes, come through, Jimin. Yeah. Maybe he needs to share his problems with his fans. Um, Man, you know what? To be honest with you, I'm not sure if he should because I'm scared people might take it the wrong way. Like, but I feel like he showed us some of his problems, like mentally what he goes through. But I'm not sure. So this career change card. Should I read this career change or should I just leave it? I don't think he will never yeah, I don't think he will reveal all of his problems to the fans. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he is hiding, his problems from the members and everyone. Yeah. So, yeah. Should I still read this career change card? Hmm. I should. I wonder if this career change card is like he might be doing more into the speaking realm. Or he might transfer and do more into maybe the songwriting and the speaking thing. Maybe that's what the career change means. Okay, let me do the career change one. Okay, so for career change, it says this card comes to you as a validation of your feelings that it's time to change your career. As much as you've grown tired of the present vocational track, you've also wrestled with insecurities about making the change. You've worried about finances and other aspects. Um, involved with this decision. Fortunately, the angels want to let you know that they're helping and supporting you. Instead of focusing on what might happen in a negative sense, allow yourself to daydream about positive possibilities. See yourself fully immersed in a meaningful career, making a wonderful income and succeeding in all that you do. Imagine yourself waking up in the morning and excited about the work day before you. These are all very real possibilities and are willing to go along with your internal guidance. The angels will guide you intuitively, one step at a time. So please don't get ahead of yourself and make sudden moves. Instead, stay fully immersed in the present and commit to doing your best. Your career change may be gradual, with you initially deviling into another field on a part-time basis. It's the light at the end of the tunnel that helps you stay positive about your present moments. So yeah, so maybe behind the scenes he could be getting more into maybe hopefully writing, and then whatever might be changing right there. So daydream, daydream. Um Jimin needs a Jimin to talk to. So should Jimin future self talk to Jimin's past self? Okay, wow, that's the bombshell. Um, if these members secretly watch this channel, I'm gonna go hide somewhere. No, I'm just playing. I kind of do secretly hope that they do watch the channel because maybe some of the advice might get them going into the direction they need to go. Why do I think Jimin changed so much since his debut? Oh my gosh. Why do I think Jimin changed so much during his debut? I think Jimin grown a lot. I just think it's just his growth, like his growth, and then a part of I think he changed too apart from the criticism or him not really liking himself in some way, so he just tries to change himself. But I really do think that he changed so much from just growing up, experiencing things. Fame is not easy to deal with, and it does grow you up really fast. So I mean, I think that's why he changed too. But yeah, no, I don't think he changed so much to the point to where he lost his spirit and his smile and everything. I don't think he changed so much to that. Like he still has that, but I do think that he has gotten more mature to where he's really became like this mothering, nurturing, and healing figure in BTS. Right, he is more extroverted and free. Yo, yes, Jung. Think they've been together? No, I don't think they've been together. Do I think what Jung Young reminds me of Jimin? Do you think they've been together? No, I don't think they have. Yeah, yeah, it is normal. It's normal to just, eventually grow up over time. So many emotions. So many emotions. Hour. He has so many cards. He has so many cards. You'll go back here and say you knew since 2018. I'm sorry. He had a lot of cards. They were popping out like they wanted us to know. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to have all these cards. I'm sorry, Jimin. I don't know who's gonna be my next reading. Yeah, give me a couple of names I can put on the polls for you guys to vote for. So people want Jin. We got Youngie. We got J-Hope. Take my notes. Taking notes down. Okay, so for polls, we got Jin, Youngie, J-Hope. My hair surprised you. Okay, so we got Jin, Youngie, Jin. Okay, so far I have Jin, Youngie, and J-Hope. And anybody else? I think that's it. Is that the 3 names? And you guys can go on my Twitter and vote. Okay, then I need you guys to tell me who is gonna be the next romance reading. Which ships do you guys want the next romance reading? Just throw some names out there that you want on the polls. Because my next romance reading is supposed to be is it two sec? The up no. My next one is V Hope, updated V Hope. Yes, that's my next one. My next one is updated V Hope. So for the next one after that, which one you guys want to hear from? Which romance reading? You want the 2 sec again? Yeah, I'm gonna do the V Hope. V Hope. The G Hope one? Thought I already did G Hope. Did I not do? I might have to just do an updated one on them. Updated. J Hope is the biggest Tay Cook shipper. You want a Tay G romance? Tay G, Min June. I know G Hope is very close these days. And the crazy part is I don't even remember my last reading on them. Oh yeah. My last reading was they weren't in a very good place. Because I think Jimin had Jimin had some against him, or something was going on with them. It wasn't what I thought. Cause you remember G Hope had that you remember G Hope had that time where they like separated and you didn't really see them together, and we were like, how come we're not getting no G Hope moments? And I think I did the reading around that time. Dang, that was a long time ago. Yoonjin. Okay, let's see. Weren't they? They were too strong during G Hope was too strong during that danger era, because the way I was like, can y'all two get a room? Just go ahead and get this room right here because I'm tired. J Hope said that they're alike. I can believe that because they both like to be dominant. Really, the way they was looking at each other, I'm like, I need y'all to go get you a room and get this thing situated, cause oh, you were in the army at the danger era time. Just like you know, you'd even have to be army at that time. Um go to G Hope moments and you will see exactly what I'm talking about. Look, wasn't that staring? They were really intense back in the day. They was really intense. They'd be staring at each other, and I'm like, "Ooh, I felt that." J-Hope was into it, don't deny. Yeah, yeah, we all know that they were just playing. We like to play too and act like, they they had something hot and heavy. No, J-Hope is not going high. Oh, okay. You became an army since American Music Awards. Okay, cool. Yeah, just type up on YouTube G Hope moments and you'll see exactly what we're talking about. Cool. I've been an army since 2014, like the very beginning. Been an army for a very long time. I've been a fan of BTS for a very, very long time. Yeah. Oh, okay, since 2015. Okay. Yep, I will be doing my updated V Hope romance reading. So I'm looking forward to that myself because I think it's gonna be good. I hopefully it'll be good. I don't know, man. These readings been surprising me these days. Um, yeah, I had gotten into them around 2014. Okay, so funny story, right? Because I've been a K-pop fan way much more longer before BTS even came onto the scene. So, my good friend Annie, she was like, "You gotta check out this group. You gotta check out this group. They're great. They're this, that, and the other." And she showed us the showcase to, the Boy in Love era. And at the time I was like, because I was so into Big Bang at the time, I was like, I don't know. And then she was like, "Here goes their music." And I listened to their music, I was like, "Okay." But when I was watching the showcase, I was like, "Oh man, this is rough, but they have so much potential." That choreo was rough. That It was a little rough, but they had so much potential. And I stuck with them because I really, really loved RM's and Sugar's rapping. I really, really loved that. And then when I got a hold on to like J Hope as a rapper too, it was done for me. I was stuck. I was in the group. I was addicted. Oh, you found BTS because the Big Bang's come back in 2015. Oh, okay. Wow, one of your friends been an army since they debuted? I thought you've been an army since August 2016. That's cool. Who else been an army? Oh, okay. Lexi, you've been an army since July 2016. Oh, just before the Wings era kicked off. That's right. So that means what was you around when the whole "I need you" thing blew up and everything, and they was wearing them hot pants, some short shorts. I always like to tease them about that. But "I Need You" was a good song though. Oh, okay. So you slowly became invested in the K-pop. My first K-pop song was Gangnam Style, and then Blackpink, being a casual fan, and then BTS, and now I'm interested in Stray Kids. Okay, that's cool. I haven't had a chance to get into Stray Kids yet. Um, from the reading, I thought that their comeback would be sometime at the end of April. That's what I was thinking. Cause right now we all know that they're gearing up because of all the hairstyles and and stuff. So that's what I thought. I'm pretty much a casual Blackpink fan myself. Yeah, I've been in K-pop since 2010, and I got into K-pop 2010 because of Rain. I don't know if you heard of him, but because of Rain had led me down the K-pop hole, and then after that, that's when I came across Big Bang and 21, and they were an all YG artist at the time. In 2010 was very popular. Yeah, maybe it could be early May. It could be like maybe end of April, early May, kind of between those two timelines. Who's my bias in Big Bang? Okay, so I got a story because I used to be married to GD. I used to be married to GD, and then me and GD had divorced and separated for we had divorced and we had separated for irreconcilable differences, and so I had to divorce him. So now my bias is Tay. No, I'm just playing. I don't have a bias. I don't have bias. I honestly love everybody in Big Bang. I really don't. I be trying to say, oh no, my bias is GD. No, let me tell you what happened to me when I actually went to a Big Bang concert, because I went to their May concert, and I thought that I was gonna have all this time and attention on GD, but then I got snatched by the other members. I know I have not done any readings on Big Bang, but I have done like private readings like to myself, and I did a reading on GD, like how well he would do in the military, and then I did a reading on Taeyoung on how well he would do in the military, because I'm worried about them because they're in the military now, and like so I had did the reading because I had worried about them because of what happened to Top, and Top scared me. So yeah, but no, yeah, GD is very fascinating. But yeah, I think that's the only readings I did. I have not done no like detailed readings on them like I've done for BTS. Girl, I got my whole wig snatched at that concert. I got my whole wig snatched at that concert. Girl, I was going in for GD, and I left with Daesung, Tay, and Top. Oh my gosh. Well, I do like when I get into groups, I fall in love with all of them. Like I don't, I be trying to stay faithful to one member, but then it get all mixed and translate. Yeah, yeah. GD is such an interesting character. He is. GD is a very interesting character. GD is a very fascinating person. But but you know what's so amazing about GD too is he's like so strong. Like he's so mentally strong. Like appearance wise, he might not look strong to some people, but he is really like strong, and he's very direct, and he's very tell it like it is. Which probably gonna get me in trouble because I'm like that too. Probably gonna get me in some trouble, but yeah. Um, we got all of the romance stuff. Okay, so let's go to talking about the BTS run thing real quick. Run. We're gonna talk about the BTS run. Um, when I was watching it, right? When I was watching it, I thought, what? By the way, you hope I saw what? Oh, yeah, yeah. That was a lot of crying in one episode. Whew. I honestly felt bad for both of them, but yeah, and the BTS run thing, right? So I was watching, knowing that Jimin was what was the guy from the Blue Village or whatnot, and everything, and then I kept on thinking. I said, no, somebody else is also from the Blue Village, and it's just not Jimin alone. So when they was all talking and everything, and Jimin was trying to control the narrative of the story, started looking around, and Tay was too relaxed. And that's when I was on to him because I started paying attention to him. And he was participating when all the members going around trying to find all the journals and everything. He was participating in that. He was not participating. So I was like, and he looked too relaxed. Right, right. Tay got them acting skills down, don't he? Nobody suspected Tay for a moment. Tay was like, if I just sit back and be quiet, nobody's gonna figure me out. Oh, you knew Youngie? Youngie surprised me, but I was like, this is so up Youngie's alley. And then it got my attention. I was like, oh my God, how can I miss it? Because Youngie was the most vocal. He was the most vocal, always trying to change the narrative of the story. And I was like, how could I miss that? Youngie came up like trained for me. Oh, you knew Youngie was from the Blue Village since the beginning? Girl, I did not see him. I did not see that coming. And then Youngie and Jimin had a nerve to team up and be like, hey, we gonna plant clues and we just gonna run everybody around. They ain't right. They ain't right. Yeah, Youngie, okay. I told you that that's my card. My card, the Seven of Swords card. Youngie gonna tell you them half truths and he ain't gonna give you all the truth. Um, you thought that I was right about Jungkook preferring to stay back when the fight was going on. Um, yeah, I was right because that card. Jungkook don't got time for that drama. Lost the whole thing. Look, Jungkook was hilarious because the whole time he said, "Ain't no food involved in this challenge. Ain't I don't need to look for nothing unless there's food involved. I'm not working hard unless there's a prize and some food involved." He was like, "I'm out. Let me go play with these light sticks and the flashlight. Let's." The editors did make it look like he was like Youngie wasn't from the Blue Village. They really did. They edited out every because they were making Youngie look like he was trying to figure out who the person was along with the other members. Who would I be in that episode? Because I low key really do think I would have been Jungkook too. I would have just been like, okay, like let me go walk around town and act like we got traffic. Jungkook living his best life, to be honest. Oh, you be Namjoon trying to figure out everything. I would like if that was me playing the game, I would never suspect it'd be Jimin, like never. Right, right, right. Remember, everybody did think that it was Jin because Jin, you know, Jin, he be acting crazy. So everybody thought it was Jin. So, oh, Jungkook did see Tay name, but acted like it was nothing. He's seen so many clues and hints, and he was acting like it wasn't nothing. The box. Let's move on. That doesn't mean anything. I'm like, wait, Jungkook. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that was funny. That was really funny. I thought it was funny when they found out who was the people from the Blue Village. They was just so shocked and appalled. They were like, "What? Huh?" They legit thought it was Jin the whole time. They were like, "Wait, but we thought." Hmm. It was so funny when everybody like swore that Jungkook was it too, and Jungkook was like, "But I barely played the game. What's happening?" You said Jungkook sees major hint. Oh, look, red. Plays with the lights for the rest of the 2 episodes. That is what he did. That is exactly what he did. Lord. Um, yeah, I heard that I heard that some of the words from BTS Burn the Stage got mistranslated not only in English, but also in Japanese. Yeah. Yeah, because they kept on saying that the subs kept on saying selfish, but they wasn't really saying selfish. But yeah, so let's get into this burn the stage episode. I took notes, okay? I'm trying to be professional. Okay. Jungi would put away the major hint that Youngie was guilty though. Yeah, he did. Which words they mistranslated the words in the scene when Jimin was in the dressing room between Jin and Tay, and then they mistranslated what was said at the hotel with the members among each other. I don't know, man. Maybe the armies are better at translating than the official translators. I don't know what was going on right there. Oh, Chelsea. Oh, I'm sorry, you late again. You think they should let Namjoon translate? That man is already doing enough already. He out here being already being the dad. He got to be the leader. He got to be the regulator. He got to be the referee, the coach. He already got too many jobs. He can't do translating too. That was a roller coaster of an episode. Whew. So, okay. So I'm gonna start off like this. I am giving my opinion and my feedback and what I felt about the episode, okay? So if you don't agree with it, have problem with it, you can click off, you cannot watch, you could do whatever, but let's respectfully agree to disagree. Okay? And I'm not backing down from anything that I said on Twitter about how I felt for the episode. Yes, the fight did kind of make me mad at first. And I do feel like Tay was wrong on some parts. Just like I felt Jin was wrong on some parts. Not taking sides, just telling you how I felt. But yeah, so let me get into the first scene. So the first scene was them trying to give feedback to each other. Yeah, I have to make a disclaimer because people want to take my stuff and run with it. But anyways, giving feedback to the members. Okay, so when they started watching each other performances and Namjoon was like, oh yeah, let's sit back and give them feedback. I was like, I can't, like, if that was me, I couldn't give feedback to Jimin Park. I could give him feedback because like he already belongs on Broadway. What is we feeding back for? I don't. What did you say? You cried a lot about what Jin said. It was like damn, I knew it. Yeah. Yeah, that got me too. That got me too with Jin. Because remember, I had said that Jin be acting happy for the cameras, but behind the scenes, he's someone else. I know, right? Jimin did look scared. So the happy and goofy guy is just a concept to hide his weak side to cover up his own struggles and depression. That really hit me hard. Like, boy, I feel you. Yup. I totally agree. That hit me too. Um, Jimin looked scared that he had to perform in front of the others. He did. And I was like, for what? You're already on professional level because if you think I could get out there and do what Jimin Park does, no. Oh Lord. And then we had that nice Namjoon proverb. I'm gonna call Namjoon stuff proverbs. We had a Namjoon proverb at the end where he was like, you feel the if you fill the tub up so much it'll overflow. He be having proverb. I'm gonna call this Namjoon proverbs. Um yeah. I think everybody does relate to Jimin Park, which I'm gonna get in that too, because after he performed and the way that he beat himself up mentally about his voice and all that stuff, man, that had me worried. That really had me worried. Because I really just think that he is holding on to this belief that's tearing him down that he's not good enough. What we said, I feel so sad because a lot of the things they said on Burn the Stage, I already knew or had suspected, right? Just a hunch of, and it hit me hard that it was confirmed out loud. The realization hit me. Yeah. Jimin's not depressed. He's not sure where he stands in the group right now. Is that what you think it is? Like he's just not really sure because like I really just don't like the way he beats himself up. Like Namjoon has a soul of a 60-year-old. Yep. Namjoon proverbs. Um but why is he important in the group? Everyone can see it except him. Yeah, like I don't know why Jimin can't see himself the way other people see him. Like he's very vital and important to the group. Like that'd be concerning me. But I was so nervous watching a fight scene and watching it like it's not a fight scene that I suspected, like pushing and shoving. Nah, I knew they weren't gonna push and shove. Nah, they got too close of a brotherhood to be putting their hands on each other. Jimin feels bad for his voice, but I honestly think that there's something more behind it. There is something more behind that. Like I said, like he's holding on to that belief, like he's not good enough. His voice isn't good enough. His voice isn't strong enough. I think that in the beginning of, I think he holds on to the same beliefs that he did when people criticized him at debut, and I think that he's really holding on to that his voice isn't up to par. And then there has been a lot of stories behind the scene where Jimin would really be hard on himself too about not being able to sing live. And I think that's why you get the whole thing with him saying, "Was my voice good? My voice had crack live. My voice did this." So, so yeah, like I really just think he's holding on to whatever criticisms he might have got in debut, and he just never like grown out of that and never just. Oh no, you think in general Jimin is like that? I'm not sure, nor do I have the information if he was like this before BTS. Yeah, me neither. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's depression. This episode got me questioning my life. Oh my gosh. I've seen a similar mindset in Jimin before. It's hard to tell because it's different. But when you're in that toxic mind, yeah, it is. It's a toxic mindset. You don't see a lot of things and you need to perpetuate stuff different. Yeah. Jimin is so, yeah, he's very hard on himself. And then like Jungkook was saying everything that I have felt. Like, yes, you need to take advantage of your voice. Your voice is unique. You need to take advantage of that. Like, and accept that. Like, yeah, like everything Jungkook has said in that confessional was everything. I said, yes, Jungkook, tell it. You need to accept your voice and love your voice. I can't really give you advice because it's your voice. Yeah, Jimin is very hard on himself, but extremely kind to others. Yeah. Um, yeah, good thing all this did happen last year. I do hope that he feels better. I think he compares himself to other vocals in the group. I think that he does compare himself to other vocalists in the group, and that's probably why he gets so hard and down on himself without. See, this is why I wish that he would reach out to other more seasoned idols and get their opinion on how those idols had overcame, like, vocally differences in their voice. And I honestly really wish that he would talk to the members of Big Bang, because they all take pride in sounding distinct and sounding like themselves, and they don't try to sound like each other. And in one interview they said that, they said like, we really don't try to sound like each other. We respect each other's different voices. And I really really wish that Jimin would talk to like other idols about that, and then he wouldn't be so hard and so in his head. um yeah, and you only see the negative from the smallest mistakes from the worst, and sometimes especially stuff that affects others. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. We don't know much about their past or about them personally. I think Jimin needs to realize that he can only do him and try to come out as an individual, yeah, and try not to be like somebody else. Yeah. I don't know if he reached that state yet. Hopefully he has now. Hopefully he has now. Remember Jimin said he cried after he saw Hobie dancing for the first time and compares him. Yeah. Yep, I remember that story. He said in training, and when he was a trainee, he had cried, because he couldn't get the dance steps or dance like Hobie, and he had went and it was hard for him because remember he came from modern dancing and he didn't know hip hop, so it was hard for him to get those moves, and he had went and cried. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Trying to be an individual seems to be Jimin's struggle. I really do think that I do think that is a struggle. Oh, sorry, my voice is going. And then too, since he's from South Korea, it's hard because they don't really their society really doesn't push for, like, individuality like our society does. Like, our society is very, like, individualistic, and Korean society is not so much as that. So, it's I think it's very hard for him to try to come out and really own his individuality because of his upbringing. Yeah. Look, they definitely aren't those stereotypical, groups that you see on TV, but at the same time, we're seeing at the same time for BTS Burn the Stage, we're seeing more of, yeah, South Korea is like that. South Korea is all about being perfect and appearing great and all that stuff. Yeah, no, that does not help Jimin's mental state. But like I was saying, like I think that BTS Burn the Stage, actually we're seeing more than we ever have from any idol group because I personally wish I could have seen more behind the scenes on Big Bang when they were when they were big and I was into them because I can't I don't even know anything that goes on behind the scenes with them really through their career, like even in the beginning of their career. I can't see any of those moments. But fortunately with BTS, we can see all those moments of the build up in the career and what's been happening behind the scenes. And that's very brave of him because no other K-pop company is doing that. Um GD is a top celebrity just because he's having more individuality. The thing about GD is though, GD used to get hated on a lot by the Korean public because of his individuality. A lot of people did not like GD and they took GD in the wrong way because he has such a strong individuality. People has learned to love GD, but before then, GD was taking hits. Yeah, so why like and then too, why can't Big Hit give Jimin Park like a travel vocal coach? Like just go on the road with Jimin, give him some lessons, like they don't you don't even really have to travel, just Facebook, just or like a Skype, just Skype in and get the stuff going, get and then just travel. Oh, my friend's Paris. Yeah, we did talk about this, Paris. We said, go get you a vocal coach, a traveling vocal coach, and then whatever he is feeling, um, whatever he's feeling insecure about, whatever, bam, vocal coach to take him over to the side and say, hey, what's going on? What's up? I think Jimmy need a vocal coach and a life coach on the road. No, he need a pep talk coach. He needs somebody to get his spirits up. Like, hey man, exactly. If they can have a personal trainer, they can have a vocal coach. Jimin might want to protect himself and not rely on anyone else. You're right. He might feel like that, but you know what? You know what you just brought some to my mind about that card about his fears, where he fear saying that he needs the thinking man. He fears that he might need that thinking man card, but he not going to say it because he think it's going to be disruptive and he's going to have to rely on somebody else. See, I'm connecting these cards. You think Big Hit knows that he don't need a vocal coach? I think even if Big Hit did know that he don't need a vocal coach, I think that Big Hit should just do it just to reassure him, to like put his mind to ease. So if he can spend some time like Jungkook, how he has a personal trainer in his hotel. If Jimin can have a personal voice coach in his hotel, get his confidence up, then Yeah, it's for his own sanity, so he won't, go off the deep end, or he won't be hard on himself, and when he has to perform, he won't be scared. He can be more confident. It's just for confidence sakes. His technique is not good. He can ruin his voice with time. Ooh. I don't know, Paris. What would you think about that? Because I don't really know what their technique is. Because I know South Korean vocal techniques are different from Western. Jimin Park really needs to get out of his own head. He's going to cause himself a heart attack and a stroke. I'm not going to the hospital with Jimin Park. Despite some people thinking so, Big Hit is not a perfect company. We could see with the observation with Jimin's vocal coach. Yeah, or have a panic attack. Yeah, yeah, he might. Oh my gosh, he worries me so much. He really does. Paris said when you put too much stress on your voice and the strain he does when he tries to reach his high notes on his solo song, it could permanently ruin his voice. They said I think he'll come around. He's around good. Yeah, I think he will come around. As in his cards, they say he's working on it. Despite Big Hit is the most reliable company so far. Right, your voice is a muscle. I hope they have a vocal coach now too, especially when they get back on the road and tour again. I hope they do. Right. Yeah, your voice is a muscle. If you train it, it will work better and better. It's all about having good breathing and support. Okay, Jim, and if you're watching there you go. I gave you some tips. Oh, I also wanted to comment on the fact that Jungkook was saying in the heat and the rain for them, and having to stand all those hours just to see them at the concert. I appreciate that, Jungkook. I appreciate love, appreciate the recognition, because I had to do that one time. So thank you. Is Big Hit watch it? Take it, Big Hit. Please watch it. Take some notes. I really do hope that Big Hit don't lose that status. I really do. Yeah. Um, and then yeah, let's get into this Tay Jim fight. Man, that I don't think that fight went anywhere near as what Tay had wanted that fight to be. I think Tay didn't want to go that far left. I don't think they both was expecting that blow up. I don't think they was both expecting that. That was that was look, this is how I felt about it. I felt that Tay had that wrong timing. I think that Tay should have brought his okay, because this is what they were really fighting about. Tay and Jin was really fighting about that part in Spring Day where Tay has to walk away from the group and then Jin has to go behind him and then they have to run back to the group. So um what Tay was saying was look, once I hit this part, you need to already be when you come behind me, you need to be already in this position, and you need to book it back faster than you've been booking it back to the group. Okay. I felt like that should have been a issue that should have been addressed during the dress rehearsal, during the rehearsals, during sound check, because I don't know if y'all paid attention to this part. Rapman at the beginning, when they were all backstage and they were all in the circle and they was listening to what Rapman was telling them, he said, "This stage is bigger than what we're used to performing on. So make sure everybody stay close. Everybody get close because it's going to be harder for us to run back in the spot if we spread out too much." Everybody agreed. Everybody had agreed. Then that's when Tay got the light bulb to come up with, "Let me go discuss this choreo right now." And I felt like if he would have addressed it, right. I think that Tay should have took a more different approach, and he was too direct. And I kind of felt like it was a little bit disrespectful to Jin too. But I really feel like it wouldn't have gone that way if he would have just went to rehearsals. He was around the other members, and then the thing I feel about Tay is like Tay is not very good at like articulating himself and explaining himself. So I feel like Tay feels like Namjoon really gets him. I really feel like that. I feel like Tay feels like Namjoon really gets him, really understands what he's saying and where he's coming from. And I felt like if he would have brought that subject up at the sound check rehearsals, he could have had Namjoon there to try to diffuse the situation and try to explain to Jin what Tay was saying and what he was fighting for. And he could have had support. Everybody could have had support. Jin could have had support in what he was saying. Tay could have had report in what he was saying. And like that, that's the thing that had angered me too, was that I felt like Jin wasn't being heard too, because in that argument, because I played that argument back a couple of times. Like I watched that argument so many times because I was just like, because in that argument, Jin said, "Yes, you were too far." When he asked him, "Oh, was I too far?" Jin said, "Yes, I'm too far." And then Jin has said, "Look, just," he offered a solution. He said, if you could just take smaller strides, if you take smaller strides, meaning don't go too far from the group, just be like, you know, a little bit closer to the group, then I won't have to run so hard to get back. Because he was saying, I was running hard to get back, I was in this position. He was saying that to Tay, and Tay was not listening, because you know how we all do in fights, we want to fight for our position. Right, that is where all the hurtful swords came up. Yeah, I really get Tay, because unfortunately I do the same thing. Your brain just says, right, because don't you come into fights where where you're like, you see, okay, because you come into fights thinking, okay, well, if I say this and this is this person, oh, the person's gonna agree, and then you see it a certain way, and then when it don't go that way, you still want to fight for your position. And that's how Tay was. Tay was like, but no. Unfortunately, yeah, because Tay, I really get Tay, because unfortunately I do the same thing. Your brain says one thing and it comes out another way, and like you originally thought, and you don't realize it comes out of your mouth. Yeah. Yeah, with too sharp communication. Yeah. Depending on how self-aware you are, Tay is, I could very on blunt. Yeah, he was very blunt. He was very blunt. And when I first watched the fight, I kind of even got offended for Jin. I was like, wait, hold on. Yeah, Tay just wanted to say what he wanted to say without filtering the words right away. Yeah, I can relate to Tay because I do it in fights sometimes too, where it's like no, it need to be this way, it needs to be that way without listening to what the other person is saying because he was not listening to Jin. Jin was telling him, look, this is my limitation. I can't run back to the group that fast. Like this is all I can do. And he was just he was not, and then the crazy part was too was like when J Hope was there, J Hope defended Jin's suggestion. He said, "Yeah, okay, well, let's just do it that way and stop arguing." But Tay was like, "Nah." Not only that his brain works a lot, yeah, Tay. Not only does his brain works a lot faster than his mouth, hence why sometimes he speaks and it comes out like gibberish instead of being what he meant. Right? Yeah, I do think that happens to Tay a lot. Look, Jen got a heart of gold because if that was anybody else, nobody would have apologized. Look, in the real world, if somebody felt like you came at them offensively, they would not be the first to apologize to you. Jen has a heart of gold. Right, it was bad timing because you wanna discuss something 10 minutes before the show and y'all couldn't even come up with a solution. Like, that kinda solution was for something with a larger amount of time. But yeah, I think and then, what I didn't like was, like, how Jen apologized. I didn't like how Jen apologized because I feel like Jen should have apologized and diffused the situation and stopped the argument because they were about to go on stage. But, but I also think that Jen shouldn't have said, "Oh, well, I'm sorry. I took it as a joke and I shouldn't have and whatever," because Jen didn't really feel like it was a joke. Jen did not have no smile, no smirk, no nothing when he was telling Tay, I can't do it. Like I'm running as fast as I can. He had no joke, no nothing. And I wish he didn't really tell Tay that because it made Tay feel even worse. Like it really made him feel even more worse. Yeah, and the lack of time didn't really let Tay explain himself. And people were mad at me because I said that. Like they got mad at me because I said that he brought up the whole argument at the wrong time. But I'm like, because he brought the argument at the wrong time, that's why the thing blew up. That's seen as like a slap in the face to K-pop fans who are brainwashed into thinking that everything is all perfect and smiles. Tay understood in the end, and you can see that he felt sorry and embarrassed in the way he acted. That's why, exactly. Yup, that's exactly why he was crying. I love how Youngie said that fighting was good for them though, and that they're like family and it's normal to fight. Me too. But my problem is like when you fight like that, make sure that you have a good solution at the end. Like make sure that there's no animosity at the end. Yeah, people on my Twitter was mad that I had said that Tay had brought up the whole his concerns at the wrong time, like 10 minutes before a show. And they got really mad and they thought that I was taking sides. I wasn't taking sides. I was commenting on how I felt about a fight. I think the way that BTS fight was so much more respectful than any adult fight I've ever seen in my life. Because did you see how when they were disagreeing, nobody hit below the belt, nobody belittled each other, nobody called nobody no names. They were just disagreeing. Yeah, can we please talk about how Jin says sometimes he gets depressed because I really honestly felt like in that fight, like everybody didn't acknowledge Jin's feelings. Some people don't want to see the sad side or the dark side of the perfect idols. I love BTS, don't get me wrong. I love them too, but nobody is perfect. This stuff happens, and though BTS are good at solutions, they really are. Like they fought much more mature than anybody I've ever seen, and I wanna say, like, I felt bad for both, honestly. I really felt bad for both. I felt bad for Tay because I know that he did not expect that thing to blow up the way it did, and I know that hurt his feelings, and I know it hurt him to have, such that strife and those bad feelings before you get on stage, like, I know that hurt him, and then I felt bad for Jin because I felt like Jin needs and limitations were being ignored. And I kind of just felt like nobody but the staff really comforted him. And I think maybe that could be a little bit to his depression. All their fights was probably not as respectful as that one. That's true. They probably learned to get to that respectful place. You right. Because I'm still trying to learn to have a respectful fight. Shoot. I'm doing my best over here. Jimin said Tae and Jungkook should not forget Jin is older than him. Exactly. And I felt like Tae should have not been so blunt. And I felt like Tae should have approached him like with more respect. And then I think Tae should have came to the fight with a more open mind of being able to compromise. Like he should have been able to be open to compromise. Like, okay, all right, well, since you can't do this, and let me do that. Or if you can't do that, let me do this. Like, and but he didn't, and that's why everything got so out of crazy, like out of just spun out of control. Um, get them real doctors and psychologists. They really get them help through their issues. They really do, especially through that depression issue. Yeah, I feel Jen sometimes get the short end of the stick when it comes to luck in the group. I don't know. I feel Jen is trying his best and gets the least help. Oh, okay. I thought I was the only one out here with that opinion. Yeah, yeah. I think Tay was just in the moment. I really do think that he learned his lesson, and like the same thing I said where um like he disregarded Jin's, feelings, and he even said it himself in the hotel around the other guys. He said, "I'm sorry, like I did disregard your feelings." So yeah, I think he really definitely did like learn his lesson. But I really wish that the members would have told him when is the proper time to get these choreo concerns down, because the proper time isn't 10 minutes before the show. The proper time is when we on the actual stage practicing. That's the proper time to get these choreo concerns together. But yeah, from your readings, what do you get from Jin in the relationship with the other members? um okay, so in my Jin and Namjoon readings, everything that we've seen where we have felt like Jin kind of doesn't get, stood up for, um, or considered more as much as the other members, with Namjoon, and we actually seen that, and I do think that happens a lot with Jin um, during fights where nobody really fights for his side. Everybody is trying to protect, the younger ones. Um, Also, I get with Jin, and it depends. It depends because with some member, Jin feels as though he can relax, he can be himself with like with Jimin. He feels like he can relax and be himself with Jimin, and he's fine. And then I feel like with J Hope and everything, he feels like he could talk to them and be himself. It just depends on some members that he feels that way with. What ever since Jungkook's death, that's when I learned that pop's society is just bad. It makes me wonder where new trainees wanting to be idols, knowing that they might get abused or get depressed. My concern is like the mental health help over there. Yeah, no, no, we really don't put off depression anymore since Jung-Hung, and that's what be concerning me about Jimin Park. That's what be concerning me about Jimin Park so bad because Jung-Hung was like that. It was like, no matter if anybody complimented him or said something positive to him or whatever, he still was depressed at the end of the day. Like, it was as if fame really just wasn't feeding him like, it wasn't enough for him. All the love just seemed not to be enough for him, and that's what be making me look at Jimin Park and be scared. Jimin is one of the youngest members. He's very mature and respectful. He is very mature. Who knows what else is going on with him personally, Tay. Maybe he just was overwhelmed overall. You know what? You're right. Maybe he really was. But remember, man, we got so many heartbreaking, heart loss cards for Tay. Like Tay is still going through like the grieving process. I think of his grandmother, and then I've gotten cards where he has had other fights with members, and this is just the first televised one. So I mean, but the great thing about Tay is I think is that remember this fight played into like when I was doing his solo, remember this fight played into his fears. Like he fears not having a union with his brother. He fears having a discord with his brothers. Like he fears that. And that's why he got so emotional on the couch and started crying. Like he really fears not having a good relationship with his brothers. So so yeah, so all that played right into his fears. Jin and Jungkook seem really close, even though they have the biggest age difference. Yeah, yeah, but you seen how Jungkook exit that whole room when they got to arguing. I seen the back of Jungkook's head. I said, "Oh," he said, "It's time to go." He said, "It's time to go." Imagine if BTS reality show showed up on the kid. They can't go to reality show Kids Network. They can't. But yeah, after Junghyun, yeah, I don't play with depression either. No, everybody in BTS, I think they need to go to counseling. Yeah, it has. 2017 was a really challenging year for Tay. Really challenging. Oh boy, that boy. I'm really happy that they really squashed it. Oh, and then I wanted to say, remember Sugar was right, and when he was saying that even though they're closer together, they still need to have a amount of respect for each other. Oh, you most worried about Jimin and Tay, to be honest, though I get worried about all of them at times, and because I relate to all of them, especially with my mental health history. Yeah, I know the one. Yes, exactly. Even with my mental health history, like I really get depressed and things too. And yeah, I know warning signs too. But yeah. Um, But yeah, I wanted to say that part where Jin and Tay were alone in the hotel room and they was talking, and I'm looking at Jin, I'm like, "Is this a whole different person?" I have never seen Jin be so serious in my life. I was like, "Is this a whole other person in the room? Jin, is that you?" I'm just Jin? Dude, that's the first time I've seen him not be happy-go-lucky and all and playful and making jokes because usually Jim bring the mood back up. I'm just Jin was serious. I said, "Is this the same person, Jin?" Look, I relate. You think Youngie was a philosopher in this past life? I think Youngie and Namjoon was a philosopher in their past life. Oh, whenever fights like this happen, I completely stay silent. Don't get involved. I relate to Jungkook. Look, Jungkook booked it. Jungkook said, "Oh, nah, voices is going up. I gotta go." Jungkook said, "Bye." Mm-mm. Nope. Actually, Paris says she think Namjoon is secretly a black grandma. He's over here using proverbs. Why was Jungkook at the hotel funny? Jungkook does not like Look, he do not like drama. Look, Jungkook is on his Mary J. Blige, no more drama. I feel like the worst and most intense stuff is yet to come on Burn the Stage, to be honest. Is it, or are we over this? Are we over the fights? Was this just the one fight that they showed, or are we really over the fights? J Hope threw a banana at Jungkook in the past, though. I went to see that fight. I want to see that fight too. How did that get started? Cookies of ice. GTFO. Okay. He left because he was stuffing his in the hotel he was stuffing his face with food. He sure was. He said, "I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna mind my business. Uh, Get this all together. I'm not saying nothing." All the other episode synopsis seemed to calm down on the dramatization after this one. Yeah. Yeah, because I think I read little snippets or synopsis of it. Yeah, and I think this is the only fight that they shown. I think Jungkook stays out of fights because they are all older than him. Smart. Smart. Take a page in that book. Smart. No, I was playing. Uh Jungkook sees drama. I'm gonna Jung Nope out of here. Bye. He's too young, right? Man, Jungkook, you do your thing. You stay out that drama. Look, if you got to fight, fight. After that, just stay out the drama. Yeah, Jungkook is me. I just leave the drama. I usually the oldest in the group, in my friend group. He's a maknae. He know how to stay away. But yeah, I do like how Jimin was so like I didn't know Jimin was so mothering. Like he really like was always trying to jump in and defend and protect Tay, especially when Tay was having trouble like explaining himself and Jimin was all in there. At first I was mad. I'm not even gonna lie. At first I was mad because I was like, Jimin, stay out of it. It's like stay out of it, let him talk, but then like after I calmed down and I started really looking at the fight and started like really thinking about it, I was like, you know what, Jimin was right for that. Like Jimin was right for doing what he did and for being so protective over Tay. um but yeah, yes, Jungkook is a smart man. He could give us life lessons. Where do I need Jungkook's life lessons and I need Namjoon's proverbs to help me through my life. Yeah, yeah, Jimin didn't. Jimin really try to keep it as peaceful as you can. But you can see that fight was bothering Jimin. You can see it. And he was just like, should I jump in there? Should I not? Because at first he stayed out of it and let Tay defend himself. And then he was like, okay, this getting out of control. It's getting out of control. We only got 10 minutes to show. Okay, guess what, guys? I wonder if a therapist or a counselor would be better for BTS or a psychiatrist. I wonder too. I'm not sure. Um, you're surprised with how little J-Hope spoke about to solve this? That's the thing though. J-Hope did say, "Hey, let's just try it Jin's way and let's not argue about it." But they didn't want to listen. They just kept on arguing. So J-Hope was like, "I'm out." Where Namjoon at? um when Youngie was saying that fighting was normal and that he fought with his mom and stuff, you know what that triggered in me? That trigger, I like at first I looked at him, I said, "What's going on in your home life?" And second, I thought at second I thought, I don't really think it's that great to fight with your parents because I used to fight with my dad really bad when I was young, and it really affected the way that I have relationships with men. It really in a very negative way, it has affected my relationship with men. So I'm just like, how healthy is it to really fight with your parents? And now I'm like kind of looking at Youngie like, so do you still look at your mom in a healthy way? Because I don't look at my dad in a healthy way after that. So I mean, I know everybody fights with their parents, but the way I fought with my dad and the way I fight with my mom are 2 different things. Like, the way I fought with my dad was like, we crossed the line of the parent and child thing, like, that line just got broken, like, there was no line anymore with me and my dad. But with me and my mom, it was still that parent and child line. Yeah, so I wonder how that affect, Youngie and his relationship with women. I really do wonder. Youngie said his mom made fun of him for being short when he saw on TV. I think she's just blunt like him. Yeah, that got me thinking that if you want to see fight continue in a group, I fear this would result in a breakup. No, not really. If because they fight in a very loving way, and then they have a solution at the end. And they don't forget to talk about the fights because you know in reality how we are when we fight with our family or whatever. Everybody forget that they had to fight. Nobody want to come back together and talk about it. We hold the grudge and everything for years and years and years, and nobody comes back and talk about it and have a solution. I don't know if that's like that for everybody or everybody family, but I know from my experiences that that's how it's been. Yeah, I wonder if Youngie's relationship with women isn't good sometimes. Yeah. Yeah, Youngie's a very special person. I relate to him a lot. I relate to Youngie too a lot. Maybe not super bad as you though. We don't know though. We don't know if it was super bad, if it was medium or moderate. We don't really know. If it happens often, it's concerning. It relates to your reading that he tends to sabotage his relationships. Yeah, I think that's why that thought came to my head too, where I started thinking like, is that why he might sabotage his relationships? Because parents really affect how you have relationships with other people. Youngie sabotages relationships because he's afraid of intimacy. He might be. I argue with my parents, but we're extremely close and happy. So it depends on how bad it is or toxic, or more likely how they solve it. Right. Youngie doesn't like to talk about his feelings. Youngie is strong because of what he's been through. I know he'll find a way through his struggles because he knows too much about life and he became picky. That's true. I think he's afraid to open his heart up and get hurt. His mom, probably his mom too. I don't know what affected his fights with his mom. Yeah, parents do. Parents teach you how to be with other people in relationships, whether it's your lover relationship, a friend relate. They really teach you how to be in relationships with people. They're such a big part, bigger than you know. And then what piggybacking off of what they said now, your relationship with your parents could be very toxic or your with your parents could be very good, and it could affect you in positive ways, even though you might fight or squabble, but you came to a loving solution. Sorry, my mouth is getting so dry. But yeah, but all in all I have to say is that I'm happy that they came to a very good, loving solution. They had the wise uncles, Namjoon and Sugar, to come in and spit some knowledge out the hotel room. And what do I think about Jin parents? Our relationship and the household can affect you in the end. Yep, sure can. What do I think about Jin's parents? I don't know. I'm kind of curious to how Jin was with his parents because I feel as though Jin not being honest about how he feels or not saying something or feel like he has to hide his real feelings or he can't tell his real feelings for the greater good of the group makes me feel like maybe he felt that way with his parents too, and that's why he carried that on to the group. No, he don't talk about them a lot. Yeah, nuh-uh. Jin is very, very private, but can you blame him? It's like everything about your life is public. Like have one little thing to be private. I'm telling you, I think that Jin is totally different person outside these cameras and all this little bubbly personality. Name Judah Young, he only spit raps and also knowledge and proverbs. Feel like Tana's parents are close, but not too close that he can express his struggles to them. Hmm. That's true because he did say that he always did lean more on his grandmother uh when he expressed his struggles. So now I really think that since she's gone, his balance kind of got out of whack. And so now he's trying to find his balance again without his grandmother. But I think that Namjoon kind of took the place of the grandmother because the way he comforted Tay like that, the way he ran to his side like that. Yeah, Jin is really a keep everything to himself person. Maybe Jin and his parents were distant growing up. Maybe, could be. We don't know them. We don't know that part of their life. We just know what we see. If parents were working a lot overseas, he didn't see them as much coming from the upper class background. Tay puts a lot of importance on his family too. He does, especially BTS. He loved them guys to death. I'd keep my family life private too if I was famous. I feel that reflects his relationship with the members and other people as well. That's true. Yeah, I really, really wish that Jen would just stick up more for himself and just say it. Like, what good is it keeping that to yourself? Just say it. Like, yeah, he is sometimes, but Jen is sometimes mysterious in a way. I can't even explain it myself either. I'm just like, I just know like he's a different. Yeah, this was very eye-opening about how much we don't know about the members. Very eye-opening. I was just like, wow. Man, like, I don't know, cause that shocked me, like, how serious Jin was sounding talking to Tay like that. I was like, Is this Jin? Is this a different man in the room? Is Jin a different man? Is this a different man in the room?" The cars say about Jin. You know, the cards did give me that intuition, that high priestess card with Jin on some reading. I forgot what reading was that, but I didn't think that was like, because that card does explain like he's hiding something or hiding, and I just didn't connect it to him hiding. Oh, Jin always seems serious to you. Yes, Namjoon is a psychic. So is Youngie. Look, Namjoon is a black mom. I don't know how Namjoon deals with all of this either, but he be handling that stuff with some grace. I'm telling you. Look, he broke that fight up. He broke that fight up between Jin and he came in there like a black mom. He was like, "What is all of this? What is y'all arguing about?" Namjoon came in that fight like a black mom. What's going on? Oh my god. He came like a black mom. You better get your game face on. Okay? We got 5 minutes to hit this stage. My friend Paris, we had went back and rewind that part, and she narrated the whole thing in the black mom voice for Namjoon. It was so funny. And she was like, like he came in on a Jin and Tay fighting, and she was like, "Well, what is all of this? Everybody gonna get a whipping if y'all don't stop fighting." You feel like Jin has a lot to experience relationships. I do too. Namjoon says it's hard to deal with the responsibility. So he said as he said the first episode, so he's just a kid. Yeah, but I mean, it's hard, but he handles it so good. Um, when I did Jin's chart, he's definitely different off camera. Um, wait, okay, so when you did Jin's astrology chart, it said that he was definitely different off camera. And so was Hobie a lot more serious. Yeah. I know Hobie's a lot more serious. I've seen his serious side. I think the rap line is pretty psychic, pretty much. Laughing my ass off. I think BTS or some degree, though I think Namjoon uses it the most, and maybe Jin or something, or someone uses it the least and doesn't know he has it. I feel like Jimin uses it the least and doesn't know he has it. Yeah, Jim's more demanding and loud, and Hobie's very businesslike. Oh my god, I gotta do Jin next. Should I just not even put on the polls and just do Jin next? We were having a lot of Jin conversations. All right, then. We gonna do Jin. I'm not even gonna put the poll up there. We gonna do Jin because we really interested in Jin. I'm interested in Jin. Jin. Okay, we'll do Jin solo next. Right? And then we have to do Youngies next. Man, I've been waiting to get to Youngies. I swear. We know he's psychic. I just need a card to come down and say he's psychic. Oh Lord, everybody's happy now? Is everybody happy? We're doing Jin. Jin gonna come out next. Okay. Everybody's happy. Yeah, yeah, Youngie's gonna be interesting. Like I said, I need the psychic card to come down and I need to confirm he's psychic. Right? We already got the psychic card for Namjoon. We need it for Youngie now. Yeah, it is gonna be very interesting to see what cards Jin get because I wonder if Jin reading gonna be like Jungkook, where we get all of these cards that we wasn't expecting. Like the private self is way more different than the public self. Most interesting solo readings. So for episode 3, Burn the Stage is talking about a pig talking to him in his dream like it's a normal thing. Oh my god, that's so Youngie's dreaming about pigs talking to him like it's a normal thing. Youngie's soul is 9,000 years old. After all of the solo readings are complete, after all my romance readings are complete, like I said, I wanted to do the past life readings on them. I wanted to do past life readings on everyone and see what they was in a past life. So Youngie is a Pisces sun, has automatically psychic. Someone could fight me on this. Do band members know? I'm surprised the season greeting episode didn't tell the members that they might be psychic. I'm surprised they didn't tell them that either. They just kept on telling them about good fortune. Will I ever run out of ideas? um, I don't know. I really don't know because everybody always want updates on stuff, so I don't think it's ever gonna run out. Some of your romanceries and have past relationship cards. Sure do. A run episode where they got tarot readings. Yeah. Yeah, I seen that episode where they got the tarot readings. See future readings. So Western artist scandal, sex scandal. I did do the future readings on him. I did the whole BTS forecast and there was no scandal card. There was no tower. There was no nothing to like say it was a scandal. Oh my God, I'm a creative Libra, so no. Have some past lives. I'm very interested in finding out on BTS. Me too. Um, yeah, I could even do group readings like where they're now, where they're heading, all that stuff. Um, no sex scandals, that's false. Yeah. Like I said, when I did the cards, I didn't see anything that was major. I actually know a couple of my past lives. It's a psychic that said Youngie was not careful while dating and he could be involved in a dating scandal. She read his face or something. Oh, wow. Well, hey, he is involved in that dating scandal right now. So, well, maybe it's because you're only doing the year on the K-pop predictions. Oh, no, I thought I was doing it for 2018 predictions. Yeah, I don't yeah, they'll dodge it. I don't even think that they're even gonna have that, to be honest. I don't think they're gonna have no scandal or anything because, like I said, I didn't get a tower card. I didn't get no card that indicated a public scandal, and that was all BTS's as a group, yearly reading and seeing where they're gonna go all the way up until the end of the year. What do you think about Taeyoung's personality if you follow? Oh, no, no, I follow me some NCT. Follow me some NCT. Sup, Lucas? What do I think about Taeyoung's personality? That dude is amazing. Like, he looked like he cold, but this dude would cook you a hot chef gourmet meal. What? Maybe if you could do other groups, eventually you had nothing. That's true. I'm thinking about if I run out of BTS, I'm thinking about doing Big Bang, Monster X, other ships whoever suggests any more ships or whoever suggests any more groups. Um, Stop this, Paris. Oh my gosh. Other groups. Um, oh, is Lucas your bias, girl? Is Lucas? I'm trying to deny Lucas right now. Lucas too young for me. I'm trying to get him away from me, but he keep coming, and I'm just like, NCT do have too many members. I can't keep on up on NCT sometimes. They got the NCT the NCT Dream, the this, the that. Whew. Okay, yeah, Stray Kids. I really enjoy Namjoon's solo reading. He seems happier, and it seems like his relationship with his members, especially Hobie, have gotten a lot better. It did. It really did. But as we've seen in the cars with those two, it was moving on to a better place. Yeah, I do want to do Monster X in the future because Wanho is my baby daddy. But anyways, in the BTS forecast. So I probably shouldn't even say that. I shouldn't say that. In the BTS forecast, second half of the year seems better than the first. Yeah, I think the first half of the year is that they're behind the scenes right now trying to get together what they want to do, what the album is. They're like they got so much of moving parts behind the scenes. It's like confusion. Um, Oh, got 7. Am I into EXO? No, not really, but I respect EXO and EXO-L fans. Um, Lucas is 2 months older than me, so I'm young. See, Lucas too young for me, and he shouldn't be trying to flirt that hard. The next idol you're following is Holin. Rumor has it he got a new I gotta check him out. I never heard of Holin. I think that they postponed a lot behind the scenes too, because the thing in my cards, if I remember, BTS couldn't figure out what direction they wanted to go. Lord EXO Kai. Look, Paris, don't I'm ignoring Paris. She's my Paris is my best friend, and she's trying to troll me in my own comments. Oh, is Holland that the gay idol that came out as gay? I have not sat down. That is him, right? Oh my god. I have not sat down and actually, like, seen his video or listened to his music. Oh my god, I've where have I been? I've been so busy with other stuff. Taeyong and Taehyung, top biases. That's your bias, girl. Girl. You like him sexy, don't you? Whatever. Y Yep, yes, he really sweet? Yeah, I gotta go watch his music video because, like, I was hearing, news stories on him saying, like, how the other idols didn't contact him just, just because he said he came out as gay. Oh, so he's not the first. There was a girl that was gay, but then she got fired. Paris, I can't say all these tongue twister words. Why does all your biases start with a T and a Tay? Why Paris? My bias in BTS is Yoongi, Hosek, but I love all of BTS to be You know what? My first bias in BTS when I first started out was Jimin Park, and I loved him, and I wanted to cuddle him up and squeeze him so hard. But then as time went on and you get to know all the other members, then, I don't even have bias anymore. I love them all. Oh lord, you like them sexy, like GD? Holland is chaotic too in a good way. You only follow like 2 groups. What 2 groups you only follow? Paris is almost as confusing. Paris is almost as confusing as the name June Proverbs. She sure is with all these T biases. Fate is telling Paris that she was to marry a person starting with the T. Paris, don't be trying to air out my K-pop love life. Paris destroyed my relationship, my marriage with GD, and this is why me and GD had gotten a divorce. I stand BTS in the Blood, Sweat, and Tears era. Only started to have a bias this earlier. Rainy Mist. Let me tell you something. Um, don't if you have a bias and you don't want your bias to get wrecked, don't go to none of the live shows because the other members will snatch you. K and K. Oh yeah, I remember K and K. I listened to a few of their songs. They were good. K and K, BTS, and oh that's the groups you follow. So you follow just K and BTS. That's cool. BTS is all very lovable. BTS is coming when Paris is coming from my old man. Paris has always been trying to come for my husband or my ex-husband GD. Okay, she been doing a lot of things in the background, but she'll never try to admit it. Oh, you love In Fact as well. I don't think I've heard of them. I decided I decided I wanted to be with two best friends, Tay and GD. Bye. Why are you sitting up here trying to air out my life, my K-pop love life? My first interaction with BTS was I Need You and I fell for Youngie. Then Dope came and then Jimin snatched you. Just overall by watching the Run series, then Tay came in and snatched you. See, whatever. I know how it is. I know how it is. You're you're going to get your wig stolen if you go to live shows. This is true knowledge. It is because you could go to these live concert shows and you have it in set that your bias is such and such, and then when you go to the concert, that other member on the side that you wasn't really looking at come right in front of you and look at you and just snatch you right on up. And then next thing you know, you walking out the concert, my that ain't even my bias anymore. My new biases. I want to know Taeyoung's past life if he is a force in the midst life. I wanna know Taeyoung's past life too, because I think he's Love and Light also. Me, that's me every year at KCON 2014. I would I would never go to a concert. All I have to say is concentrate on your bias. Look your bias in his eyes at the concert, and don't let your eyes wander to the guy next to you. Don't just stay on the bias. That's my only advice I could try to say. Um Paris V became my bias when I shouted turn up and he yelled turn up. Okay, okay. Story time, story time. So me and my friend Paris in the comments, we go to KCON every year and we went to KCON in 2014 and we seen BTS together. So okay, so that year was organized horribly and it was outside. So what we did was, since we couldn't win any tickets to the high touches or anything, at that time Danny from LA stage was live and it was open. So we booked it. We booked it to the front. Pa- Paris. No, no, I'm not gonna tell the story how Cookie snatched. Anyways, so we booked it. We booked it right in front of Danny from LA stage because we knew that BTS was gonna come out to the stage and get interviewed. So when BTS finally hit the stage, mind you, we waited in that heat for four. I'm never gonna forget this. Me and Paris waited in that heat for 4 hours waiting for BTS to come to that stage. But anyways, so they came out, they started interviewing, and they had a segment where they all like was sitting down, and then Paris reached over the rail and she was like, V, turn up. And V looked at her and was like, and that's how Paris got snatched by V because see, she came into the event. Paris had came into the event with trying to get my man Jimin, but I have fought for Jimin. She tried to get Jimin, but then V has snatched her up. See, you see how that happened, everybody? Let that be a lesson. When you go into these events, concentrate on your bias. Don't let the other one snatch you. Look, do I have to tell the story how Cookie snatched me? Do I have to? Yeah, girl, yes, we waited 4 hours and that it was so girl, let me tell you, because I had on this blonde like bob wig, right? Had on this blonde, it was blonde in the front and it was a bob, right? My whole head right here, because where the wig parted, my whole head right here from waiting on that sun was burnt. Burnt. Girl, I looked like I was a bun coming out of the oven. At first, Youngie was the only bias for a long time. And I fell deeper into BTS, and all of a sudden, see now, all of a sudden, Namjoon, Hobie, JK started snatching you, didn't they? Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's what like what happened to me was where Cookie had accidentally snatched me. It was on accident. It was on accident because no, it was an accident because what I was doing was while they were all on stage, like I was like trying to commit everybody and every member's face to memory because I knew like I have felt like I probably wasn't gonna see them in a long time. So I hate you for doing this. I'm blocking Paris from all of my lives. I'm blocking Paris from all of my lives. Um, what are we talking about? The members kissing game. Oh, y'all talking about when J Hope and V was had kissed each other when they was in the paper thing? floor those children. Um, what was I saying? Oh, how Cookie snatched me. Committing all their faces to memory, and I accidentally stopped on Cookie's face, and we locked eyes. And after that, my life has never been the same anymore. Are you happy? Are you happy, Paris? Are you happy? I told a story for you. Are you happy now? You getting blocked from this live stream. She trying to expose me for filth. Man, I didn't talk to all of y'all for about 3 hours. I need to get off of here. No, no, nope. You don't love me. You not love me, Paris. Because if you had loved me, you would have not do this to you would not put your best friend on Front Street on live stream like this, Paris. Friends don't do friends like this. Paris is giving us all the tea. No. You can't do this to me, Paris. How is this a beautiful story, Paris? That's what happened to me in KCON 2014, and I have not been able to live that down amongst my okay because see after I had locked eyes with him, right? Because at first I was like, is he looking at me? No, he's not. Like, no, 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 no. He's really looking at me. So we're a dead eye lock, right? And then he does that little eyebrow thing to me, like then this is the part that they're not gonna let me. This is the part where my friends are not gonna let me live this down. Lauren grabbed the stress ball. Okay, anyways, this is the part where my friends is not gonna let me live this down because after he did that to me, I got hyped. And I had turned back to Paris and I said, Paris, Jungkook looked at me. Oh my gosh. This live stream should be called Wigs Snatched. This live stream should be called Wigs is all the way snatched. All the wigs is getting stolen today. Everybody is admitting how their wigs got snatched by the bias and the bias record today. Are they letting T go home for a while because of his grandmother? Not to my knowledge, and I think too that's why Tay is struggling. Man, I can't wait to go to a BTS concert myself. You know, after KCON, I never got a chance to go because I always was broke and I couldn't afford to go. I never got a chance to actually go to a BTS concert, but I really, really hope I get to this year. I really do. I hope I get to see them at a concert this year. I am hustling up my funds to try to go see them, but them concert tickets is hard. KCON tickets and concert tickets is hard. Seeing pictures of Hobie with long hair at the airport covering his eyes. I die. Look, girl, did you see that? Oh my God, he looks so good. See, wig stolen, wig stolen. J Hope was looking good with that long hair in his face. What? Put it next to the title. All wigs is getting stolen. I will. I will. All wigs are getting snatched. BTS haven't gone to Europe for a tour yet, so I haven't even got the opportunity. Oh, you live in Europe, yeah. Hey, at least you know they fighting for it. At least you know they're fighting to have tours in Europe. I think for Tay, it happened at the same time he's transitioning from teenage to adulthood. Oh, you think his grandmother died when he was transitioning from the teenage to adulthood? I mean, cause like I said, when you're in your 20s, like, you do all kind of crazy stuff because you're still trying to find out who you are. Oh, is J-Hope your bias wrecker? BTS with black hair. Look, I already knew that we wasn't gonna survive BTS black hair. I already knew we wasn't gonna survive BTS black hair. Gay was trying to kill us. Oh yeah, in Africa, yeah. But I think BTS said that they wanted to go to Africa though. Yeah, yeah, they are probably less likely to see them. Out of the friendship and romance readings, all of the ships you've done, which one is giving you a positive vibe? I would say the Jim and Jimin's relationship gave me a really good positive vibe. So did Namjoon and Tae's relationship gave me a very good positive vibe. And then Jin and J Hope was a great good vibe. Um Sugar and Sugar and Jungkook's friendship really gave me a positive vibe. Yeah, you and Cook friendship actually really gave me a really good positive vibe. I'm trying to think who else just really had a very loving. I think that's all that could come to my mind right now. Gosh, there's so many ships. Oh yeah, Jimin and RM, they have a very, very nice loving friendship too. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Minjun have very good loving friendship. I felt a lot of love from them from their cards too. J Hope outfits always have me like, look, Jay, I don't know who J Hope is dressing up for. He got a girl, he goes somewhere. What I'm not understanding all of this. J Hope been trying to dress in fine fits since the mixtape. Youngie and Tay have an interesting friendship. They do. They really do. But I think they're starting to understand each other more. I think that Bon Voyage really changed their friendship in a more positive way. Um, that's what you recommend buying concert tickets. Just buy it when it's on pre-concert. Yeah, but see, like the thing about buying the pre-concert tickets is like every box office don't offer it. Um, BTS ticket concert tickets get sold out like. So what I recommend for you for everybody to do, okay, catch this tip, catch this hint. When you going in for these K-pop tickets, you need to have 3 computers open. Your phone, your 3 devices need to be open. Phone, laptop, desktop, whatever. 3 devices need to be open, and you need to be there or at the website an hour 30 minutes before these tickets go on sale, because that way you already in the system, you get dibs fast and you do whatever. Okay, that's my tip. Min June is low key. Are you do Lexi, you low key shipping Min June? J Hope is trying to woo someone. Please steal some tea on please spill some tea on J Hope solo live stream. when I get to J-Hope, I promise I will spill some tea. Tay Jim romance reading got me shook though. That one got me shook too. But then again, after watching BTS run, I was like, y'all used to be married in past life. I know. I think y'all used to be married. Cause the way that argument shook Tay, I was like, I don't know who J Hope trying to impress. I need to know too. Ooh, maybe he is trying to impress Tinashe. He trying to get that collab. He low key trying to get that collab. But I think she got a boyfriend though. I was really surprised at Namjoon's reading. They always seem so close. I was surprised too. Like they did seem so close. I was very surprised too. But then when I watched the BTS run, I was like, I get it now. Now I know why it's showing up in the cards. Jin is feeling the way he's feeling. Is J Hope onto something, girl? I really think they all was married to each other in a past life. So all of them used to be married at some point. Either they was married, they were siblings, they something. At some point in past life, they all was. Girl, look, Tay was so heartbroken. And I'm just like, you really love this boy, don't you? Tay was crying down. Like he felt so awful. I said, you love him, huh? Tay is Namjoon's child. Can't tell me any different. These are my thoughts exactly. Like, Tay, you really love Jen. You love you some Jen, don't you? All this crying. Yeah, Namjoon were going in on episode run like a married couple in counseling. Because you wouldn't cry that hard over somebody that you don't even really love like that. Did all the crying really surprised you? I think what really surprised me too was how emotional Tay got. Like that really surprised me too. I was like, dang man, like was this little a disagreement really cause for crying? But I think he cried too because he was like really frustrated because I really felt like he wasn't being heard. And then I think it really did piss him off too when Jin had apologized and like, oh, I was just joking. And that really like just but I really think he was like frustrated. You know how you get angry and frustrated and then you just start crying? That's what I think. Trying to figure out who was the mom. I would say Youngie instead of Jen. I don't know. I think we got a couple of moms in this group, to be honest with you. I think that Jimin is a mom. I think that I think J Hope could be a mom too. But I really think Jimin is a mom. And then the uncles and the dads is like Namjoon and Sugar and J Hope. Jimin mom was a mom of another member too. Maybe if Jungkook or just a parent in general. Oh, are you talking about like in past life? Probably. I don't know. They're close though. Do your reading next 6 months and see what happens. Me too. I want to do my reading next 6 months to see what happens. The crying didn't surprise me because the show advertised it. Um, what else? Yeah, I cry when I'm mad or pissed. I hate when that happens. I'm a Capricorn like Tay, so I feel him on that for sure. Yeah, like I felt him on that too because I was like, when he did that frustrated blow and put the hand back in here, I said, yeah, I know that feeling. That's frustration right there. That's like when you in a fight and you feel like you ain't getting hurt, your point ain't getting across. Yeah, I think he was crying too because he was angry, and then I think he started to feel guilty too because he had started he this whole thing spun out into a whole argument before the show, and that wasn't what he had intended. And I think he got emotional with that too because I think he felt too that he thought he had hurt Jin, and so I think that too that made him even more emotional and start crying. I think J-Hope is a mom. And Jin and Jimin. J-Hope is like a aunt. J-Hope's the auntie. Jimin is Jimin said in one BTS episode, Youngie and he were mom and dad, and JK and Hope were the children. Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Everyone in BTS is low key a mom, right? They're either the mom or the dad. I'm telling you, because you can't tell me nothing different. Namjoon is a black mom. He was like, if one person argue one more time, everybody getting the beaten. Even you, Jimin, over there in the corner, you getting the beaten too. Oh my god. Did Tay feel embarrassed? Yeah, he probably did feel embarrassed, but I think he just really felt frustrated. Um, yeah, I think he really just felt frustrated to the point to where you cry. Tries to keep himself together and not cry in front of the armies and try to bottle up his feelings and could release them later on with Jen. You know what I thought too? I thought that how hard it must be to like get on stage and act like nothing happened after you fight with somebody, like cause like how hard it must have been for Tay, because he must have been thinking about that the whole night in his mind, like, and then had to go out into the public and just be all fun and dancing and like ain't nothing wrong. Like, um, yeah, he's trying to bottle up his feelings so he could release them later to Jen. Yeah, J Hope is quirky, cool aunt everybody needs. I love how Namjoon walks that line of the strict leader, but rushing the support. Yeah, yeah, rushing when they need emotional support. Their hug had me in tears. Yeah, I think Jin was lying to not yeah, Jin was lying not to get into a big fight because he was not playing. There was no joke. There wasn't no nothing. He just wanted not to just fight since it was like because people kept on coming in the room, 5 minutes to show, 2 minutes to show, two girl. He was just like, you know what? Let me be the bigger person. I'm sorry. Let me diffuse the situation. But his sorry didn't really diffuse the situation. D is a D is a firm that is so dad is more likely. Hobie definitely has another side of him. Jungkook was shocked when Hobie threw a banana at him. Like, how could someone change like that? Y'all go stop messing with J Hope. He got feelings too. Duality of Bangtan is so real on so many levels. Yeah, it sure is. Especially with J Hope, Jin, and I would say J Hope and Jin got the most duality, but Youngie usually shows himself the most. Like Youngie is like, tell you how it is. I am how I am. I don't care. Lord, I wanna be like, I don't think I ever have I seen J-Hope be mad. I have seen J-Hope be mad. Never mind. All I know is Jungkook must have really pissed him off with that banana to make him throw it. He said he was done today. But then remember in the confessionals, Jungkook was saying like how he will argue a lot because he was very possessive. Youngie is a soft. He is. Behind that tough exterior, he is a softie. What is life? What is my life? Tay is my bias with J-Hope. I feel like we click together. And Tay has become too picky. Like I believe you on that Youngie softie. I think he is a softie. He like one of those guys that be like acting tough, but then he really nice. He really got a soft spot. That's how Youngie is. Lord, it's 3. Y'all got me on here for 3 hours. I gotta go. I enjoyed talking to y'all. Thank y'all. And thank my friend Paris for putting me up on putting all my business out there in my dramatic K-pop love life. Um yeah, so we're gonna do the Jin solo, and then I still got to put up what we're gonna do on my polls for the romance readings. So yeah, let me go. Whatever, Paris. There's a new article. Do you first notice in a girl and Tay say I read that, and Tay talking about some he noticed the clothing and brand. Tay, everybody ain't out here wearing Gucci. Yeah. Yeah, uh-huh. Think her all right. But anyways, let me get off of here. So yeah, same place, same time, Friday. We're gonna do the gym. We're gonna get into this gym thing, and then go to my Twitter if you haven't signed up or whatever. Go there, and then I'll do the polls for the romance reading, and yeah, um, yeah, this was a nice combo. I hope a lot of things got cleared up from the bashing session I had on my Twitter. But anyways, but yeah, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not deleting my account, and you can't threaten me. So, anyways, we're gonna call this thing a night. I'll see y'all next Friday. Thank you guys for the love and support. I love y'all. And I'm not going nowhere. Can't stop, won't stop. Love you. Bye.